What's going on, my pretty pandas? It's your huggable hipster here, and welcome back to Psychologically Gaming. Psychologically Gaming, where we analyze gaming characters. Yeah, that is not gonna be in the video ever again. But welcome back to Psychologically Gaming, where we are analyzing Ada Wong from the Resident Evil series today. She's a very duplicitous in her nature, to say the least. If one word describes Ada Wong, like I've been seeing in every article that I've ever been reading about her, she's very duplicitous. You don't know what side she's on ever. She could be working with Leon, she could be working with Umbrella. She first and foremost is actually working with Umbrella. I know the deets. I know the intel. I know the who's and the what's it's. I know the inside scoop. She's working with Umbrella. The thing is with Ada Wong is that she's very indecisive a lot of the time, I feel, and that's not a fault of her own. You know, she's a double agent. Sometimes she's meant to actually just be on the good side for a little while, and then she has to go back to Umbrella, and then back to Leon, and then back to Wesker. I'm surprised that she actually doesn't have a multiple personality disorder. I mean, for all intents and purposes, she could, but for me, I see her having mostly bipolar disorder mixed in with PTSD. I think it's very sad in the fact that in the early 90s, I would say, whenever her character was being built, they made it so that she had this entire life before Umbrella, which I thought was actually pretty cool. Now, the website that I got this from was fandom.com, which I will leave down below so you guys can check it out for yourselves and look at the entire history of Ada Wong. The developers mention, and what the people who wrote the story, Shinji Mikami, all those people mention, that her life is a complete mystery before the 90s. Like in 98, whenever the first Resident Evil comes out, that's when you get her first kind of like taste of her, of what she is and who she really is working for. Now, the reason that I believe that she has bipolar disorder is because she has to go from this loving, sweet character in Leon's terms, in his universe, in his entire world, to this complete badass chick who fights with Wesker. And I feel it's such a contratop between the two personalities that she has, which I'm sticking with the fact that she might have multiple personality disorder, schizophrenia. You pick the politically correct term and insert it here because that's probably what she has. There are so many politically correct ways to say multiple personality disorder, which honestly that is the politically correct way, but it used to be that it was schizophrenia. Another term, kind of not really, that's also bunched in with multiple personality disorder, is dissociative identity disorder. I think we actually see an example of this in Resident Evil 6 whenever she comes out of that pod, that thing that she was encased in. You know which one I'm talking about? Yeah, that one. The first glimpse that we really get of her is she was given a mission by her employers like Umbrella, USS, Agent Hunk. That guy, that dude that we love so much. Objective was to steal a sample of the G-virus from the self-injected and mutilated William Birkin at the time. And we see so many sides of Ada. We see the loving and compassionate side where she saves Leon in Resident Evil 4, to the kind of deceitful, manipulative side of Ada Wong, where she is with Wesker and she only cares about what she cares about, no one else. So at the end of the day, you could say that she's a simpleton. You could say that she is rather a simple-minded character with one goal in mind. But then you have all these other different nuances and realms of her mind that you have to go into. And also, I just thought of this, she could also possibly have Asperger's, because when she concentrates on one thing, it is thorough. It is very thorough. She doesn't have incredibly great people skills when it comes down to it, especially with the zombies. Like she talks to who she needs to talk to, and then that's it. It's done. A lot of people could argue with me on the fact that she might have slight Asperger's syndrome, but it's quite possible, because whenever you see this character, she kind of detaches herself emotionally from things and people around her in order to get her job done. Which means that she lacks empathy and lacks emotional responsibility for those who she presumably cares around her. And lastly is our Korean phrase of the day. I'm gonna do a Korean phrase of the day instead of a Korean word of the day. So let's say you are in South Korea, or as a lot of my friends for some reason are calling South Korea. I don't know why. Let's say you see this really cute boy, this really cute man, this really cute person that you want to walk up to and get your number. Let's say you feel bold and you just want to go up to them and be like, hey, I like you. I think you're cute. I don't know how to say I like you. I think you're cute. Let's say you want to go up and get their number, you know, the for scientific purposes. On their shoulder, be like, 안녕, 안녕하세요. If he's not, you know, eating food or talking to someone else, he'll most likely turn around and be like, oh, yeah? And that's when you make him move, child. That's when you go up to him. Well, you're already up to him. That's when you ask him, 전화 번호가 뭐니? And then he'll probably look at you kind of weird and be like, 뭐? What? Huh? No? What? You're random stranger. What? And that's when you know, go back into your respective hidey hole or cafe or wherever you dwelled from, and, you know, just to, you know, curl up inside. Which it might work better for you guys because, you know, you guys will probably have a better luck at being less awkward than I. But yeah, that's how you say, what's your phone number in Korean? And I hope you guys use it. And if you guys are too shy in front of, you know, the respective hot person, then you can always say it in the language. Even if the person speaks English, say it in the language and they might not understand what you're saying. And they might just say, oh, you're cute, and take pity on you. So just remember, if you want to say, what's your number? In Korean, it's 전화 번호가 뭐니? But yeah, if you guys like my face and what I do, please be sure to subscribe and hit the bell down below because I make videos every weekday. Stay casually nerdy, you guys, and I will talk to you all in tomorrow's video. Peace. What's going on, my pretty pandas? It's your huggable hipster here, and happy almost New Year. It's almost New Year. New Year. It's almost New Year, partner. Playing way too much Red Dead Redemption. What's going on, my pretty pandas? It's your huggable hipster here, and well, I can't talk. I think of all the this stuff. I won't be able to do the freaking intro. Okay, and then back and forth. I'm very, very surprised that she doesn't have a mama. I'm very surprised that she doesn't have mama. 바다 같은 너의 그 입술이 내겐 어떤 별보다 이쁘지 너에게로 이어지는 기분이